The powerful do not always stand out. In fact, the most powerful often appear ordinary. While the world competes to be seen, old money understands that the greatest advantage is sometimes invisibility. This is the old money disguise, the art of blending in to dominate. It is counterintuitive. Most women believe power means shining brightest, demanding attention, being noticed first. But true dominance does not always come from visibility. It comes from control, and control requires patience, stealth, and timing. Old money women have mastered this for generations. Their families survived not by screaming wealth, but by concealing it. They walked into rooms and looked unremarkable, while secretly owning the building itself. This is why you cannot always spot old money at first glance. Their clothing is not loud. Their jewelry is not flashing. Their voices are not raised. They have perfected the art of blending into the background until the moment influence is required. And when that moment comes, their dominance is undeniable. So how does this disguise work? And how can you embody it in your own life? The first rule of the old money disguise is restraint. Restraint is refusing to indulge in the hunger for recognition. It is the discipline to hold back while others overspend, overtalk, overexpose. Old money women are rarely the loudest in the room. They are measured, calm, and deliberate. This restraint creates an aura of mystery. Others wonder, who is she really? The second rule is camouflage. Old money understands the power of looking ordinary. They wear neutral colors, understated styles, and classic pieces. They avoid trends that scream for attention. This camouflage allows them to observe without being observed, to maneuver without resistance. Psychology proves this works. In studies of influence, those who blend are underestimated, and the underestimated have freedom to move unnoticed. The woman who blends in is dismissed at first, but when she strikes, no one saw it coming. The third rule is patience. Blending in requires the ability to wait, to resist the need for instant recognition, to allow others to exhaust themselves in display while you conserve energy. Old money women think in decades, not moments. Their patience is what makes them untouchable. The fourth rule is timing. Domination is not constant noise, it is precision. Old money women reveal power at the exact moment it matters. A calm silence, then one sharp phrase that redirects the entire room. A single gesture, perfectly timed, that shifts the balance of attention. The fifth rule is influence without exposure. Old money women often control through whispers, not announcements. They build alliances quietly. They create opportunities behind closed doors. They do not need credit because they know where the real power lies, in control of outcomes, not applause. These 5 rules, restraint, camouflage, patience, timing, and invisible influence, make up the old money disguise. But let's go deeper into why this disguise is so effective in a world obsessed with attention. Modern culture trains people to scream, to broadcast every meal, every purchase, every emotion. The hunger for validation is endless, and yet, those who scream the loudest are often respected the least. Their energy signals insecurity. Meanwhile, the woman who blends in, who withholds, who moves quietly, becomes a paradox. Others cannot read her. They lean closer, wondering. The lack of information makes her fascinating. This is where psychology gives you the edge. Humans are wired to fill gaps with imagination. When you reveal little, people project more onto you than you could ever reveal yourself. This projection multiplies your value. Old money families knew this instinctively. They kept private estates, private schools, private clubs. Outsiders knew little about them, and that little became legend. Their power did not come from visibility, but from invisibility. And here lies the truth. The one who is underestimated has freedom. Freedom to move without resistance, freedom to observe, freedom to dominate silently. Imagine two women in a boardroom. The first announces herself loudly, flashing status symbols, over-explaining credentials. Everyone hears her, but no one fears her. The second enters quietly. She blends into the room, understated, calm. She speaks little, but when she does, her words shift the direction of the discussion. People realize too late that she holds the weight. That is the old money disguise, or imagine in romance. The woman who flaunts, who tries to dazzle with constant display, may get initial attention, but it fades quickly. The woman who withholds, who carries herself with restraint, who allows curiosity to build, becomes unforgettable. Mystery becomes obsession. The power of the disguise is that it flips the script. Others underestimate you, and underestimation is your weapon. They reveal themselves while you remain concealed. They expose weakness while you conserve strength. And when you finally act, your strike is devastating because it was unexpected. This is why old money survives while new money fades. New money screams, old money whispers, and whispers are remembered longer than noise. So how can you practice this disguise now? First, dress in timeless simplicity, neutral tones, classic shapes, subtle fabrics. Avoid logos and trends that shout desperation. Second, conserve your words. Speak less and with intention. Let silence work for you. Third, practice patience. Do not demand immediate recognition. Allow your aura to grow slowly, steadily, like a shadow lengthening with the sun. Fourth, master timing. Intervene only when it matters most. A single word spoken at the right moment is more powerful than 1,000 shouted at the wrong time. Fifth, shift your focus from exposure to influence. Ask not, how many see me? Ask, what outcomes do I control? Real power does not need applause. Do this consistently, and you will notice the change. People will underestimate you at first, and that is your shield. Then, when you act, they will realize too late that you were the most powerful presence in the room all along. This is the old money disguise. To blend in so perfectly that domination looks effortless. So remember, visibility is not always power. Sometimes invisibility is. The woman who blends in to dominate wins not because she screams louder, but because she